Well, hello. It's Ellen. I'm back with your daily message for today. I hope that yesterday's or any of the affirmations you've listened to have resonated with you and you can take a piece of it just to apply to every day and to help yourself kind of be fully adoring and loving of yourself. So that's what this is all about. And just to give us some perspective, right? So let's see what today's message is. The card I pulled. Oh my gosh, this is funny. Ideal partnership, the same one that I pulled yesterday. So we're going to skip that. Obviously, that's an important one for right now. And self-love, which we've had already. So I have no idea. Maybe the universe is wanting us to have some of those same messages over. But here's a new one. Okay, it says, I trust. Trust is the word, which another good word for what we're dealing with right now. We have to kind of trust with this whole situation that we're going to get through. We're going to get through it. I know we will. Everyone will be better towards the end, but we're about 8 weeks in almost to this whole COVID at home policy, and with life kind of just changed. So a lot of trust going on for us. But here we go. I trust that everything will be okay in the end, partly because I simply know in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to than to be a defensive whiner. Which, heck, could not say that any better. So you've got sharks and all sorts of things attacking us there. I will say, again, my situation right now is a little bit crazy with not having a job, living on unemployment, which is far less than what I would make with a job, and feeling a little crushed or heartbroken. Those kind of things really do help you to just go within and trust. And it's good to be able to have those emotions and I think struggle a bit in life. It's totally okay and normal to, and it does make us better. It's actually cool. My sister and husband had just read the book called The Art of Not Giving a F. I won't say it here just in case you've got kids around, but yeah, really good book. And it's so funny. I've almost finished it. It's only a 5-hour, doing the audio book, and it's just over 5 hours. So picked it up yesterday. Really surprised by how much my key messages that I pulled yesterday resonated with this book too, about not being afraid for something to go wrong. I think a lot of us are expecting to have this perfect life and not let things go wrong, or we're scared to do things because we're scared that they'll go wrong. And the book really touched a bit on that as well. And I thought that was pretty cool because if we live in fear or we don't do things because we're scared that they won't work out, you kind of miss a lot of opportunity. And the things that we really want are the things that we struggle for most. It does take work. And if you really want it, you're going to work for it. If you don't, it's okay. You don't do it, right? And it really focuses on enjoying the simple things in life and being okay with, having some simplicity in our lives. And it's okay to have the simplicity. Actually, this morning, one of my dear friends and I spoke on the phone, and it was just so nice. A simple conversation with a dear friend goes such a long ways. And those simple moments in life are really more meaningful than if I were to be some famous actor on TV or actress on TV, right? Or some multimillionaire. You can have all the money and the fame in the world, but if you don't have the simple love of friends and enjoyment of those simple things, what do you really have? So I think with this whole COVID era, that's what it's really teaching me, to trust, to know that everything is going to be okay, to know that it's okay to just be in the moment and feel whatever it is that you're taking in and just digest it. So if you are a little bit scared or fearful, maybe you're just so annoyed with your children right now, you're having to be a hard worker, a mother, a father, and a teacher. Those are all hard things. So just really trusting and going within to know it's all going to be okay. So know in your gut, it's all going to work out. I really like that one. Trust. All right, so let's see what our challenge is, or basically we'll get an affirmation plus something to reflect on. So here we go. All right. Oh, I like this. I'm allowed to say no. I'm allowed to say no. And that is another key point that was in this book, The Art of Not Giving a F. I thought that's interesting too, because what it had alluded to is, a lot of times we feel like, oh, let's do the yes. I'm not going to say no to anything. I'm just going to say yes to everything. But there are times that if you're not interested in doing something, don't feel like you have to do it just to do it, you know? And the older I get, the more I realize there is no need to people please. Of course, I want to be good to my family and friends, and if there's something meaningful to them, I will do it regardless. So if I, maybe I don't want to go to a certain movie, but my friend wants to see it, I'll go to support them. So there's certain situations that I'll definitely say, okay, yes, I'm going to do it. But in general, the more we can say no, the more you respect yourself and your wishes, which are really important too. So again, it kind of goes, take it with a grain of salt. So here is our challenge then. How have I taken on more than I can handle in the past? What can I do to remind myself to not overfill my cup in the future? So I will say this for sure resonates with me with work. Trying to take on too many trips or too many meetings, flying all over the world, all over the U.S., just because I felt like I didn't want to say no. I was always the yes woman and at my own expense. So for me, that's what it would have been back in the day. Now I have a lot of free time on my hands and not a lot that I have to say no to, which is great. So again, that is the beautiful part of the simplicity that we're in right now. So I think we all can enjoy that bit and just know that there's nothing wrong with saying no. So anyways, may you trust lots and not be afraid to put yourself first or some of your needs, and don't be afraid to say no. All right, those are our messages for today. I will see you tomorrow.